Well, as mobile phone service providers insist that all unregistered SIM cards have been switched off, KTN has established that the process to register one SIM card isn't entirely foolproof. Here's what KTN's Wilkis Tanyabwa uncovered on the streets of Nairobi.
The Communications Commission of Kenya and the mobile telephone operators resolved to have all subscribers register their lines following several cases of fraud through mobile telephones.
Kama mtu haogopi kuficha namba yote kisha jitambulisha kwa jina, sidhani imefika kiwango kwamba watu wote ambao wanapiga simu wanatumia SIM cards za Safaricom ama laini yote ile zimeandikishwa. Sidhani kama zote zimeandikishwa haswa.
It has often been announced that all unregistered lines would be switched off. Today we set off to establish whether it was still possible to purchase a mobile telephone line without registering it. This shop was our first stop. The attendant sold me a SIM card from operator A and, aware of the regulations, asked me to furnish him with the requisite identification documents to enable him to register the line. And when I informed him that I did not have my national identification card with me, he asked me to simply provide my name and ID number off the top of my head. And in minutes, Bolkista Akinyi walked out of the shop, registered SIM card in hand. My next stop was at this desk, smack in the middle of the street. Here, a lady sold SIM cards from 3 mobile telephone service providers. She had a little notebook before her, and she too did not insist on any identification documents. A random name and an ID number were enough.
My name and my ID number. Mary Wamboi. My ID number is 27.
Within minutes, I was the owner of 3 SIM cards. None is regularly registered.
With strict new rules regulating the purchase of SIM cards, members of the public have devised various ways of beating the system. One of these ways is providing false information to dealers. Question is, when this fake information is used to activate the SIM cards, do they still work?
We returned to the office to test the SIM cards. 2 lines function normally. Only the third operator required us to register the line properly before we could use it. This now raising questions as mobile telephone service providers maintain that all unregistered lines have been switched off. This coming as 7 M-Pesa operators were arraigned in court for failure to register SIM cards. 4 pleaded guilty and were ordered to pay fines of 50,000 shillings each. 3 others who pleaded not guilty were released on a bail of 50,000 shillings each. Wilkis Tanyabwa, KTN.